Hello Gemini, and welcome to your January 2019 tarot reading with me. I'm Jade, and thank you for visiting my channel, Yes, Yes, Yes. So I'm going to do a spread. We're going to start with the energies from the overall that I pulled earlier this year, and then we're going to go forward with the spread from a different deck. Okay. So also, if you are resonating, I'd love it. I'd love to hear your comments, and thank you for your likes and your shares and your subscribes. If you have any questions, or you're interested in the decks or a private reading, all of that information is in the box below. So let's get started. Your overall for the year from the mystical shaman oracle is the sacrifice. So this card was reminding you for this whole year, it's about everything that comes to you also giving back, and then that comes back tenfold. So realizing, taking, what am I trying to say? Being grateful, giving gratitude for all that is given, and then offering it back, right? So if you are in a financially stable place, I would encourage you to give money to the poor, give time to the poor, give food to the poor. So, just very easy things like that. Whatever you have the abundance of that you are feeling secure in, give more of. And that, should always be love. So hopefully we're all feeling an abundance of love. Okay. So we can give that to everyone. All right, so that's our overall. For the month, however, we are in this Eight of Cups energy, and this is a moving on, and it could be a new adventure, and it's clarified by the home from the Lenormand deck. So what it, very basically what it looks like is it's moving from a home. So it can be that there's a move happening in January for you, Gemini, or you could be moving on from the idea, the feeling of home. So it could be that it's a relationship ending. It could be that you are, or maybe you're just taking a new adventure or a new step towards a home. So we'll see more of what January comes out with that. All right. I'm going to use the Klimt Tarot, which is beautiful. I did shuffle ahead of time, but I'll do a few more here. We're going to start with the energies that are coming, that have kind of, foundational energies. That might be from the whole year of 2018. We'll see. Then we'll do a present line, and the outcome, the guidance, and we'll be clarifying all the way. Okay, so for the energies coming up from for Gemini, January 2019, what energies is Gemini stepping forward with? What is this? The Queen of Chalices. Hello. So it's a feminine energy that knows her heart. Been doing some deep diving, have we, Gemini? Feeling ourselves instead of thinking. Okay, let's see what else is coming. The basic energy, the basis energy, the foundational energy. We have Eight of Chalices. Same. Okay, so could be leaving something, could be moving on in a positive, it doesn't have to be like, leaving with your head down. It could be a new adventure, okay? So we've got some realized heartfelt energy and some movement happening, okay? What else is a foundational energy? Ooh, we have the Sun card. So some excitement, could be a Leo. Oh, this could be like just from New Year's, actually, just from some playtime, like when you get back to your creative, childlike self. So that could have been an energy that we're stepping into 2019 with. Oh, we got another one. We've got your card here, the Lovers. So we could have a relationship, or we could also just have a choice that was made in relationship. Okay. So these are the energies that we're stepping in to 2019 with, which is great. So There's a mastery of your emotions, which is beautiful, Gemini, because normally you're in your head so much. So we've got both chalices. We've got a couple of chalice cards here. When you master your emotions, it makes sense that then you are empowered, and you are empowered in a way that can create waves and make space for you to make the next step. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. There's a lot of playful energy. There's a lot of loving energy. I don't know if this is just around New Year's or if this is what has been building up from 2018. Maybe you're coming into 2019 still in relationship, which is great. I've seen a lot of readings where a relationship has ended and 2019 is starting anew. It's getting ready for something new. But it looks like there was something there. There's something there for you, Gemini. Okay, let's clarify. Oh, real quick. All right, Capricorn energy. So we've got the Devil. There was something that was a little, and this could be again, this too much play over the new year. But just keep in mind, you do need to temper yourself here when you have a threat of toxicity. Okay, it could also be fears coming up too. Now, if this is about, there was some fear about stepping into or feeling things, like maybe there was you needing to be really in charge of your feelings here coming in, and there was some fear in doing so. That could be what this Devil card is. Also, there could just be a Capricorn that, or it could just be, somebody in that very earthly, stable, secure energy. Okay, or you could take that on yourself. What else do we have? We have the Stars. We're getting all these beautiful cards here. So the Stars is destiny. This, whatever it is that's creating the ruckus in your heart space, there's some destiny involved. Now it's going to turn out well, is what it's looking like right here with the Stars. It should be blessed. We'll see what else comes out. The Stars is also, yeah, I mean, it's destiny. I look at it like that. It's outside of yourself. So it's, if you're worrying about the fear that's inside of yourself, looking outside of yourself is what's going to get you past that fear. Okay. We also have the World card. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay. So it's similar to the Eight of Cups in that there's travel and there's expansion involved here. So it could have been an ending, a destined ending, something that, maybe there was a fear or this toxicity, and it could be related to that fun, playful relationship that there once was. When you were fully into your emotions, it could have been that relationship turned toxic. It was destined that it needed to end, or that it could be that fear that you're moving through, and again, the Stars is blessing it all, is bringing an expansion of yourself, okay? Because the world, it doesn't have to be the ending of a cycle. It could be the next level, right? Where we level up, we get bigger. Okay, so we'll see. One final thing for the bringing of the energies in. I'm trying to blah, 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 blah. Six of Swords. So there was a movement away from something. Again, where there's a lot of movement from one thing to another. Okay, so I'm sensing if this was in fact a relationship in the past, you're moving away from it, and it may not have been what you wanted. But it seems that at this point, because there's a lot of major arcana just in this one section, is that you are, you've got spirits and guides who are helping you along the way so that this process is smooth, you're learning from it, you're feeling good. It's not going to be something that is going to drag you down, okay? Or has dragged you down. So let's look at what's going on right now for Gemini, January 2019. Oh my gosh. Let me get a hold of myself here. Okay. For Gemini 2019. What's going on for Gemini in the present for January 2019? Okay, here we go. Five of Pentacles. So feeling a little left out, feeling a little bit on your own. That makes sense when you make a move. It's hard to start over. Okay, we've got the Hierophant. So maybe it was a Taurus that you're moving on from. Maybe what's happening is you're feeling a little left out because of a very traditional sense of, you moved on from something that was very traditional. So let's go back. If this was a relationship, it might have been a marriage, and that you have moved on from this marriage. Or it could have felt like a marriage, something that was really, they say that marriage should feel the most stable and secure. So you might have thought that this was going to be the most stable and secure relationship ever, but now we're moving on from this. You're feeling, you moved on from this and you're feeling separated from others because of this. You're feeling left out because of that type of relationship. Now, let's see, we'll get some more, but there's definitely that Tauran energy, but it is, it's tradition. This is a marriage card, so you could feel like marriage is far from attainable for you right now. The Temperance card. Now, this is just coming up because I just said this, which is interesting. Don't go to the drama, right? Don't go to that dramatic place where it's like, oh, I can't, if I can't be loved ever, 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 ever. Try to pull back and realize that this happens, right? Relationships feel amazing and then they don't. If you are lucky enough to be in a relationship your entire life where you go through the ups and the downs, it's going to feel amazing at times and it's going to feel not at others, right? So just temper your reaction to the fact that you have moved away from a relationship and that maybe you've literally moved from your community, okay? And your community might have been very traditional even, maybe you are moving away from a community like a church and you're moving to a new church even. So it's really interesting when you have the Hierophant, it's to try to decide what that works with, okay? Let's see, I want one more card for the present for Gemini. Here we go. King of Chalices, King of Water. So there is a masculine master of energy around you and emotional maturity, okay? I think that this Temperance here is reminding you to tap into that emotional maturity, okay? Yes, it's okay to have a pity party. Yes, it's okay to go off the deep end and feel like it's never gonna happen for me. But remember that it's all a part of maturing emotionally. It's all a part of the journey, right? It feels good when people are there with us. Maybe this is somebody who's going to be here to support you, okay? Maybe this is somebody who might end up showing you some type of a relationship potential, okay? It's separated by Temperance, so you might have to decide even between a Taurus and a water sign, which would be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, but I'm not seeing a new start yet, okay? I'm just seeing that this is stuff that's going on probably in your head because you're a Gemini. Okay. I love you, Gemini. Okay, let's clarify. Here we go. What do we have from that? The Knave of Wands. So we've got, they call him the Playboy. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the page in this deck. So we have, it could be a new creative idea. So something that gets you out of this, that would be great. But it's a small movement towards either a new job or a new creative idea. And that could be great because, if you've just physically moved to a new place, it's good to kind of get involved in community in a different way. So maybe it's getting involved in your job community or getting involved in like a creative outlet in that community too. Okay. Well, again, we're going to see what else comes up here. Could be a new person coming in, and wands are fire signs: Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. 3 of Pentacles is up next. So it's a collaborative project, or 3 people. Right now I've got a king, I had the Hierophant, and well, I actually skipped Temperance is Sagittarius as well. So it's It's possible it could be new people. I'm not seeing a card that would generate a new start yet. So I'm feeling like this is still energies that you're playing with here. We've got maybe a new idea starting, a new creative idea or a new job that is a collaborative project that could generate some good monies. And we have the Hermit. So it might be that it's Virgo energy. It might be that it is something where you're working on your own, like working from home, spending time alone, but you need to find a way to do this collaboration with others. So if you're doing a collaborative project, but yet you're keeping yourself hidden, maybe you're keeping your ideas hidden, maybe you're feeling not good enough in this collaboration, like you're not of equal value, but you are. So make sure that you're speaking your truth and that you're sharing yourself. The other thing is that, or you're sharing your ideas. The other thing is that if you're working on your own from home, make sure that, you know, this collaboration might be happening over the computer, like, you know, you're in IT, or even, you know, you're doing online blogging or whatever. Make sure that you don't remove yourself from society so much, especially because if you've just made a move, a physical move, where there's travel and expansion and all of these wonderful promises that are there for you, you have to stay big with these promises. You can't go small, okay? So keep in mind this Hermit may do you in. You can stay in the energy for a little bit, you know, it's okay. This is just a monthly, but just know that that's not the energy you want to stay in for forever, okay? We've got the Knave of Swords. So speak the truth. And it's something, this is a message that might be coming in for you. I want to get two more here. So this message is coming in. It might shake you out of this hermitude. Six of Chalices, it's from someone in the past. It could be from childhood even, or it could be that you're in your hermitude thinking about receiving a message from someone in the past. So maybe we're still trying to get over this situation, this other love relationship. But let me get one more card. I want to just nip this up or tie this up. Six of Pentacles, okay? I'm feeling like excuse me, this message is going to come through from someone in the past, a sweet, and it could be this relationship, and it's going to give you what you've been wanting to hear, okay? It does feel, okay, so if we're receiving, in this card, see how it's an older person giving it to a child, it's not the two children. So if you are receiving this information, you've put this person up on a pedestal, right? You've given them more power in the situation. So if it is this, just know that we're talking about this old relationship. But this message that's going to come through from this person in the past, they're going to give it to you. It's going to feel good, but I don't feel like it's putting you on an equal playing field, okay? So keep that in mind. You want to make sure that you maintain some power in this situation, okay? Pull back, take them off that pedestal. It's not really all about them or what they have to say at all, okay? It's not about what they say is gonna make you feel any better or any different. You have all the power to feel all of these beautiful feels that you want, to make life be the way that you want it, okay? It's not gonna be determined upon what anyone says to you or not. But that being said, the cards are saying that there's a message coming in from that person. Okay, let's see what happens. What's the advice or what's the near future of all of this for Gemini, January 2019? I feel like it's that one. The Knight of Pentacles. So we've got a new person, or this is this energy, okay? Because it's the same pentacles here. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? Just saying that it's a slow offer. It's a slow support. It's stable, it's truthful, but it's slow. So it could be a little bit of what you wanted, but not with enough energy, right? Let's see what else we've got coming in for Gemini. There we go. Four of Pentacles, more earth. Okay. So you're hoping, you're praying, you're holding on to what you want it to be. You're building. It could be a solid foundation that's coming in. Let me get one more for the future for Gemini, 2019. The Emperor. So Aries, it could also be a Taurus in this, with this card. So I feel like the Emperor is stronger than the Knight. We've got a lot of masculine energy coming in here, and you want some stability, okay? So what I'm seeing is that there's actually two masculine energies. Now this could be the same person, but what it's separated by this, in the traditional deck, this is like a person holding on and not wanting to let go, okay? What I feel like here is that we're seeking balance, we're seeking structure, we're wanting to make something solid, right? The wands make a solid foundation, but the pentacles are actually our earth signs, so they have to build under the wands of that family, that new solid relationship, okay? So what I'm seeing here is that you could have a small offering that's slow and is slowly developing. It can be with an Aries or a Taurus, but it is the energy of the, it's a fiery energy, even though it's like a slow flame, okay? You know how you're trying to build a fire and you have to fan it, and you have to take care of it and nurture the embers before they catch fire. That's what's going on here, okay? So you have to nurture any kind of relationship that you're wanting, and you have to allow it to develop the way that it needs to. So don't hold on too tightly to what you think it might be. Just allow them to show up, if it's them or if it's one person, to show up and in the way that they want to. And it could be this person who's reached out in your present. Let them show up and let the fire grow in the way that is let it slowly develop and get bigger, if that's the way it's supposed to happen. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a little tricky here. I don't know who this Gemini is for, but we will find out, I guess. I want you to let me know. Please comment if this is speaking to you. Okay, so anything final for the outcome or the advice? The 9, is this Wands? Yes, 9 of Wands. Okay, so it's been a bit of a ride. You're standing your ground. You're victorious, but there's 2 here. You're standing your ground after this. I mean, it has been a struggle, but you're in a good place about it, right? Okay, so it's probably a struggle for you to relax and allow anything to develop without you trying to get involved. So just let these people show up, or this person show up in the way that they are naturally doing so, and don't try to make it into anything. How about that? Because it's still too early. The fire has not been lit. It's just an ember at this point, okay? Could be this person who's reaching out to you in the present, but it could be a totally different energy, okay? This one came out next, so we have the Chariot, okay? So it's moving. Things are moving. Ace of Swords, okay? Things are moving towards clarity. That's what I'll say. Now, this is the only ace that we have, and this is a clear words, and they're not always soft words. So just know you have to allow people to show up in life. Protect yourself. Feel good about what you're offering in this new situation that you've walked into, that you've moved on into. And then whoever shows up, allow them to be who they are without trying to manipulate or help out, basically. And let the clarity and the decisiveness of what it's going to be, let that be known, okay? Let that come out. I don't feel like this is you doing anything. I think that this is all coming to you. This is a little tricky because there's so many players happening, okay? But you've definitely wrapped up a relationship. There's definitely some news coming forward, and there's going to be something given to you that will feel like support. As long as you take that person off that pedestal, you've got more energy coming to you that is that could be really spicy in the future if you let it, if you give it space, give it some air to become the fire that it wants to be, okay? One more card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle for Gemini, January 2019. This is only for this month. What does Gemini need to hear for, okay, this one, the Medicine Wheel. I've pulled this a few times, so now I can tell you a little bit more about it. What are the numbers here? 3, 5, 8. So mastery, you're gonna master this, okay? This Medicine Wheel is telling you to feel through, well, actually, I'm sorry. First you need to feel through what the hurt and the pain is. Feel it. Then you decide what you're going to do about it, and then you move forward in that action, okay? So, actually, I messed it up. The first thing is you look at what the situation is, okay? That's your earth. Look at how everything is. Feel through it. That's your water. Feel what it feels like. Then decide, that's your air. Decide what you want to do about it, and then take action. That's your fire. Take action to make the changes that you want to in your life, okay? So the Medicine Wheel is telling you, observe all of this energy, decide if you want it, and this is with any tarot reading. Decide if you want it, okay? If you don't, walk away from it, okay? But make a choice and take action. That's what that's saying. The action here, in the end, the ultimate action, the ultimate outcome is relax and just allow for the world to reveal itself to you. Okay? So Gemini, that is what I have for you for January. And I hope this helps. I hope it resonates. Please let me know. And I am sending you all of my love.